Jordan Henderson, gone.
Yes.
Gone. Liverpool captain. I have heard today, I think Matt Law wrote a piece saying that Jordan Henderson has reached out to Gareth Southgate and basically said, look, I still want to be in the England squad.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I asked you the question yesterday, I'll ask it again now. Do you think Jordan Henderson is in the next England squad?
Yes, I think he's in the next one. Whether he will play for England when England play in Germany in the Euros next year, I don't know. I think there's some jeopardy around that. I think we will have to learn and see the player that he is then. But I think in terms of the next squad, I believe that there is enough credit in the bank for Jordan Henderson to still feature.
Yeah, 'cause I was actually thinking about this. Obviously, look, Declan Rice, clear. Jude Bellingham, clear. But then you look around, you think after that, and you think, okay, Gallagher, you think Calvin Phillips, James Ward-Prowse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's lucky there isn't that, unless Trent and John Stones potentially move into that midfield berth, there isn't that other, is there?
Well, the other thing is, Addy, when you think about what he brings to that midfield, he isn't really competing with Jude Bellingham or Declan Rice because he brings a completely different property. He brings a completely different approach to the game and a completely different level of experience. So he isn't really competing with them for a place in the team. I think he's competing to play alongside them. And
which he forced his way in.
Well, think about his contribution. Like, I was at that game in Qatar when England played Senegal, and he was a man possessed. He was the personality of the England team. He was he was everything that you needed on the pitch that day. You know, the intensity, the tenacity, the aggression, the spirit. It was all Jordan Henderson that day. And it's all very well to talk about the brilliance of Jude Bellingham and the almost imperious nature of Declan Rice, and it's totally true about both. But those players can't really compete with Henderson at the moment for what Henderson has. And what Henderson has in abundance, those players are still learning. And they
even just the leadership.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
we saw in the Euros. I just remember you could hear him screaming at Saka.
Yes.
Remember when he came on, just the bark in the orders, and no one else really does that for England.
Oh, also, he has the prestige within that squad to do that, because I think if you are Jude Bellingham or Declan Rice, you must look at a player like Jordan Henderson with such admiration.
Yeah, of course.
You must see Jordan Henderson as such an icon and somebody to really try and follow in the footsteps of. You know, Jordan Henderson made the most of his career. He embraced every opportunity that he was given. He worked so hard. He was a consummate professional on and off the pitch. And I think that they should look at him with nothing but esteem. And equally, having somebody like that around for Gareth Southgate is huge. So do I think that Jordan Henderson plays every minute of the next tournament for England? Probably not.
Just to be there.
But is he worth his weight in gold around the squad?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, agreed. Jordan Henderson looks like that deal to Al-Ettifaq looks like it's going to be confirmed in the next couple of hours maybe, but certainly in the next couple of days anyway, after Jordan Henderson released a video saying goodbye to all the Liverpool fans.
I can't believe
I honestly, I'm very
do you know what though? As much as it's sad about Jordan Henderson leaving the Premier League, presumably for good, you know, presumably he doesn't play in the Premier League again. Yeah. It's sad and we are losing an icon. You know, he's a Premier League icon. But do you know what we should probably take into account here? This is really bad news for Liverpool. It leaves a gaping hole in their midfield. And if Fabinho now follows it up as well, this is potentially really problematic for Liverpool, don't you think?
Potentially.
Unless you know, we spoke to Alex Crook earlier and we discussed the players that could still come into Liverpool. But unless Liverpool really do shrewdly replace the gaping hole left by all of the players that have left Liverpool, but especially Jordan Henderson and Fabinho, I feel like the midfield that was such a problem for Liverpool last year could be a problem next year.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I think you was going to mention the others. I'm not too worried about Keita and to an extent James Milner. I get having him around the club's fantastic. Ox barely played for Liverpool in the last couple of years because of his injuries. But I think Fabinho and Jordan Henderson would have been key this season in terms of the integration of all these new players coming in to play alongside those two. I think Fabinho would have started the season. Jordan Henderson may be off the bench. So, yeah, I agree. We need someone to come in, the kind of profile of those two, of an age as well, experience to come in. But where is that player?
Because also, in terms of like setting the standards, you know, for the new lads that are coming in, I'm sure that they're coming in to do their best, and I'm sure that they are desperate to make it work at Liverpool. But you know, having Jordan Henderson or Fabinho around, like think about the stature that Fabinho must carry. You know, if he walks into a room, you sit up, don't you? Yeah. You stand up, you shake his hand. He's an icon, and you think about like don't they call him the Lighthouse as a nickname because he sees danger, he subverts danger. The Hoover because he basically sweeps everything up. Yeah. I think the Liverpool need that. They need somebody with that prestigious.
Well, let's see what the new sporting director and Jurgen Klopp can do. They found Fabinho, right? They got him from Monaco from a good price. Let's see if they can find another Fabinho. They're out there. Just
yes, people. It's an end of an era. It is really an end of an era. Henderson released on his social media his goodbye video, and yesterday I did put a video out. I think I'm gonna edit just a bit at the end of this video where he was already training with his new team, something that Liverpool really kind of like this seems like they're taking time to announce, but he's already gone. He's already training with his new team. But yes, the reason for this video is this: like you were listening to Oladipo and Rory, Jennings, they are talking about if Henderson is gonna be able to keep his position in the English midfield team. And it seems like he talked to Gareth Southgate so that he can try to clarify that, so that he gets that position, which you'd expect him to do. In fact, I did expect him to do that. What exactly is really happening? I really do feel that he's gonna keep his position, and I really do feel that Gareth Southgate is gonna give him that position. And the reason why I think about that is because as much as England has amazing stars in the midfield and the leadership of Henderson, what he offers in terms of leadership, it's out of this world. You might not even play him a game, but he will run that dressing room. People respect him with what he has done already in the world of football. They will respect him. And also he's still the the only guy who's left. When we look at the likes of when the Wayne Rooney, the Stevie G, the Frank Lampard were still in the English squad, he's still the old boys that is still left in the English squad right now that can speak into this. Yes, people might say Harry Kane, but Harry Kane, is he really that much of a leader? Can he run things? We were watching a game where he was shouting at Saka, like it was mentioned. He was shouting at Saka. I don't think Harry Kane has the stomach for that. I don't think he is capable of doing that. I think he's just a guy who wants his feet to prove it for himself. But Henderson is going to ask you, he's going to put you down the line. He's going to question you if you're not doing something. And that's something that Southgate is hoping to see when he's outside watching the England team playing. So I don't believe he will get his position. Now him leaving Liverpool, you know what? As much as I've been an advocate to say that he deserves to go, he should go, he has done so much for Liverpool, he deserves to get a moment to go make money in Saudi League. Now watching him actually leaving, now things turning out to be true, man, that hurt. It was really painful. Saying hashtag thank you Henderson, people might do say that, but trust me, the pain you feel actually watching your captain go, it's out of this world. He has been really part of my life. In fact, he has really been a centerpiece on the Connect's life. If you watch this since we started in 2020 up to now, as a Liverpool fan, he has made some of the videos I've made so amazing. Talk about those crazy curvy passes and other things. I don't know. Trust me, people, it's really been crazy. But now we move on. It's a new era now. We are going to be moving on and we're going to be seeing what happens next. But do me a favor, click that like button, subscribe to the Connect, and let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of Henderson moving on, and what are you expecting to see? Also, like I promised, that clip of Henderson actually trending as a sign that he's already gone. This clip came out before even the official goodbye were even announced. But you know, we move on. I'm out. Please click the like button, subscribe to the Connect, and here's the clip.